Oh my God, my people, my people. Please stay out of these so-called diasporan wars. Please, oh my God. It's senseless. It's dumb. Um, it's so many other things that I could say about it. Please stay out of them. You might want to just say one thing and make fun of it for a minute and then leave. Don't take them serious and don't get involved. Just don't get totally involved. Try not to say anything, but it's hard. I know it's hard, okay? So first of all, we ain't a part of no diasporan people. We are people all to ourselves, okay? That's number one. So we're very accepting. Black American people, Americans, we're very accepting. Everybody knows that. Now, this is what's going on Twitter right now, okay? Concerning New Orleans and the Zulu parade, if you know anything about the Zulu parade in New Orleans, they have been doing this parade for 100 years now. 100 years. But all of a sudden, today, somehow, South Africans got a hold of the information, or maybe some pictures or whatever of the Zulu parade in New Orleans, all the way here in New Orleans, and they are angry. They are talking about how it's disrespectful to their Zulu culture, and here come the names. Here come your slave addicts. That's why the police kill y'all. Y'all racist just like white. You don't respect us, blah, blah, blah. All right, over a parade. Now, mind you, I was talking about how when I first got down here, when I first moved here, and I started going to the parades and Fat Tuesday, I didn't understand why they would have a Zulu parade. Why Zulu? Why the black face and masking like that? You know what I'm saying? Even though they had some images of African people, but to me it doesn't make any sense, because those parades have nothing to do with Africa or Africans' cultures over there, or any specific culture, because African does not have one culture. It's a vast continent with many different people, cultures, languages. And I'm like, why would they, what's that all about? So I've always asked that question to myself. I never asked anybody else. But it kind of didn't sit right with me. So here, come to 2025, and these crazy folks that are the ones that are, making a big poop about it. I'm not talking about the whole of South Africa, because they have their own issues to address. So I kind of, in a way, understood for a minute where they were coming from, even though it's none of their business, really. And then somebody posted some historical facts, brought the receipts, brought the original clippings in the form of receipts, and it talked about in how 2006, a year after Katrina, not quite a year, some months after Katrina, actual Zulus from Africa, from South Africa, Zulus, real Zulus, came to New Orleans to help us celebrate, surviving Katrina. And supposedly they gave their blessings to us. So somebody said it was like 20 Zulus came in March, paraded with us, partied with us. They had a good time. Gave their blessings, all right? Back to 2025, here are these old crazy folks who have to experience load sharing in their country and quote unquote, electricity isn't always working. Some places will get electricity, some places won't. You're dealing with the Boer situation. They are the minority in your country, but own the majority of land, almost 90% of the land. They got provinces or cities or whatever they call them, or villages or whatever, where black South Africans, the original, or should I say, the indigenous South African people cannot enter. But there is not a town or city or village where Boers are not allowed to enter. Mind you, these Africans only own about, 10%, 12, 13% of the land. And then so much more that they're going through because they don't want the foreigners there. The foreigners are doing this. They're bringing drugs, sex trafficking, all kind of crimes, taking jobs, siding with the Boers against them, particularly Nigerians, like they do to us here and all that with the white population. You got a crap load of stuff to worry about other than to be worrying about what a parade in New Orleans, mind you. They acting like the parade is all over America. They talking down about us, period. Something that happens in New Orleans. Most Americans don't know nothing about no Zulu parade in New Orleans unless they've been here for Fat Tuesdays or the preceding parades. They wouldn't even know anything about no Zulu parade. So now I'm like, oh my God, you busted. You busted. Not only that, they have a parade in South Africa where they mask just like the ones in New Orleans. And it has something to do with slavery. I haven't really studied it. I saw some pictures. People were bringing receipts against them again. And they were masking, wearing wigs, and wearing blackface. So they're talking about, what about this? This has something to do with enslavement or something or whatever. Boy, when I tell you, it's useless arguing with these people. I remember they were, Africans were some years ago making, West Africans, I believe, mid-Africans, whatever, mainly West Africans, were talking about or complaining about how we were wearing their clothes. Now here they go generalizing. The only people that used to wear African clothes were the so-called Pan-Africans, the Hoteps and all them, okay? The general population would never wear kente cloth. They would never wear I don't know why that other one slips my mind. We don't wear African designs, period, as a people. So why are you generalizing? Talk to the Pan-African people. You should have brought that to the Pan-African people. Okay, why you bring that mess to us? We don't, whole of us don't wear that stuff. Come to find out, who was it that brought these African designs to the U.S.? Who was it? We didn't go down there and buy it. We didn't go to Africa, buy it, and then remake it here. No, Africans brought that stuff here. They brought their kente cloth, that's other popular design from Senegal. Please forgive me for it slipping my mind. They brought that here. They brought the jewelry. Some of the jewelry had meaning. They brought that here. The African clothes, we got that from them. I guess they got mad because India and China started making these same designs and clothes that they say are sacred to them. They got mad because I guess we started buying it from the Chinese and the Indians who started making them, made in China, made in India. Is that why? Because I'm pretty sure the people that were buying that stuff weren't paying attention to where it was coming from after a while, after it started being mass produced. But they brought that stuff here. They brought that stuff here. We didn't just go and snatch that stuff up and say, F you, we finna wear this and make money off of it. No, we didn't do that. So they get, you mowed it again. You mowed it, you can't beat the charges for nothing. You need to stop bringing your tribalism and feudalism and savagery and anything else primitive that any of you still suffer from here to us. And you sitting over there, a lot of you in Africa, and most of them be sitting over here. But they won't say it to our faces. If they do, well, you know what's going to happen. They just going to have to catch a fade, that's all. Shit, come say that stuff to our faces and always online. Why you always whining like you're a victim? We didn't, if you are a victim, we didn't victimize you, okay? So, stop, at least stop getting emotional over what they're saying. When they say stupid, racist shit, I just agree with them. I be like, yeah, you're right. Too bad. Stuff like that. They get so mad and they block me. Why are they so angry? Why are they so angry? Oh my God. Anger is bad for your liver. Is that why a lot of them be walking around with yellow eyes and stuff? Sometimes that's a sign of liver damage. And anger messes with your liver. So, I started posting information, but if they want to seriously complain, they got a problem with it. A parade that was created 100 years before any of us was, multiple decades before any of us was even alive. I started posting the address to, the phone number for the Zulu Pleasure Society. They need to call them directly and complain. What you telling us? Most of everybody that you're accusing of this don't even live in New Orleans. Don't even live in New Orleans. Just silly and crazy and backwards and mad as hell and angry. And I'm thinking jealous too. So keep that hateful mess across the ocean with you. Yeah, we got our own issues. We don't care anyway, because you complaining ain't gonna change nobody's mind. People come all the way from the all over the world to come to the Zulu parade. Ain't nobody ever complained but these sorry folk on X, on the internet. So y'all, people, we stay in people's heads 24/7. I don't know what it is. Very popular people. They keep us at the tip of their mouths. Stop getting so emotionally charged and have fun with them. Just agree. And watch them get mad and block you and just shut up and all that. Okay? Stay safe, my people. Stay happy. Don't let anybody take that happiness from you or put a dent in it. Peace.